After setting foot on SF State's campus in 1971, Gwynned Rose Vitello's social and intellectual worlds unfurled in new and unexpected ways. She found many loves at SF State. She fell first for the Gator community, surrounded by students and faculty who were open-minded and without pretense. After years of uniform pleated skirts and white Oxfords, Gwen was among her people. Professors nurtured her curiosity, and she gained the confidence to ask questions and engage with them. A humanities major, Gwen immersed herself in other loves: music, art, poetry, and literature. Professor Arthur Chandler communicated the joy and sensuality of fully appreciating the arts. Speaking about the Renaissance, he transported you to a different time and place. Classes like these taught her to truly think, look, and listen, to perceive the methods that made these masterpieces. Paintings weren't the only attractions catching Gwen's eyes in those days. She remembers stealing glances at a Spanish major named Fausto Vitello. He walked by one day and said, "Hello, gorgeous." Well, after all, this was the 70s, and he was reading a lot of Spanish romantic literature, Gwen explains. They began dating and married after graduation. After college, Gwen went to work at San Francisco City Hall for the administrations of mayors Joseph Alioto, George Moscone, and Dianne Feinstein, finding enormous fulfillment in bringing public services to the residents of San Francisco. Moscone finally brought real inclusiveness to city boards and commissions. Feinstein insisted that every constituent letter be answered within 48 hours. It was imperative that the government truly served the people. Meanwhile, Fausto was busy building up Thrasher, the world's most iconic skateboard magazine, which launched in 1981. He also co-founded 30-year-old Juxtapoz art and culture magazine, among other ventures. Gwen was a contributing writer for these publications, achieving satisfaction in writing about emerging, often unrepresented artists, as well as young skateboarders in need of exposure. In 2006, Gwen's world turned upside down when Fausto suffered a fatal stroke while out on a bicycle ride. Calling her 2 children and telling them to rush to say goodbye was the hardest thing she'd ever have to do. To cope with her loss, Gwen took comfort in family and friends, as well as the loves she cultivated in college: music, literature, and art, especially the fine arts museums of San Francisco, as well as the many local nonprofits, not forgetting the human in humanities. While quietly grieving, Gwen stepped up to helm High Speed Productions, the media company that published both Thrasher and Juxtapoz. She was determined to keep the businesses in San Francisco as well as within the family, passing management on to her son Tony, who attended SF State and has expanded the company with enthusiastic assistance from Sally, who is on the board of the Longmore Institute at SF State. Gwen's also kept it in the Gator family, hiring many SF State students and alumni over the years.